think of any other gentleman I'd rather be on here with.
We're real people live a real life.
Hey, 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 good evening, beautiful people, and welcome to this special edition of Let's Be Real with myself, Miss Naima, and my amazing co-host, Miss Nita Lynch. What's up, sis?
Hey. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. I can't believe it's been over a year since we have brought the people Let's Be Real.
Man, a whole year. Time waits for no one, as we can see, right?
Absolutely. You're so right. But I am so excited to bring the people this special edition with our amazing guest. You know what? I'm just bring him to the line. Mr. Zaire Simpson, come through.
Yes. Our brother from another mother. Hey, Mr. Zaire Simpson, how are you?
Life is absolutely beautiful. How y'all doing today? Thank y'all for having me on.
Absolutely. Yeah, to keep
Love.
right for the new year.
Yes.
Amazing, both of y'all, champions. All right. Yeah, but what's going on? A whole year. Let's be real.
You know what? I love in the pre-call that you said that it's been over a year since we had you as an amazing guest with some other amazing gentlemen. I can't believe it's been that long. Super excited to see your face.
Well, thank you for having me again. Yeah, let's get right into it.
You know what? We're going to give the people exactly what they need tonight. And before we go any further, you may be new to this, so we want to welcome all of our amazing guests to this awesome live. And you know what? We want you to go ahead. Let us know where you are checking in from in the chat. If you're a business partner, shout out to you. And if you are a guest, shout out to you as well. And you know what? If you're catching this on the replay, we love y'all. Please make sure you still engage. We always circle back to everyone who taps in with us. And without further ado, guys, I am Miss Naima. So welcome. Guys, I'm originally from New York City, and currently I reside in Las Vegas, Nevada. I traded one crazy city for another crazy city, and I would not change it for the world. Guys, I am a flight attendant and I love travel so much. Not only is it my job where I get to help amazing people, I also made it my business and I get to do the same. And I would be remiss if I did not move myself out of the way and introduce my sister for life and success, Miss Nita Lynch.
Yes, so I am Miss Nita Lynch, originally from New York City as well, currently residing in the great state of Texas. I'm a mom of one. My son is in college now. He's 19 whole years old, right? But, oh, a minute. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Yes. So I'm a mom of one. My son is 19. He is in college now. And I am just so excited to be here helping people get in position. And listen, it's our time. It's our turn. I'm going to throw it over to my brother from the West Coast. He said it was the best coast, but you know, East Coast is. I'm saying, Mr. Zaire.
Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, everybody? Like you said, my name is Zaire Simpson. I'm from that Los Angeles area, born and raised, still out here. I've been doing this amazing business for 4 years now. I love everything about it. Prior to doing this, I was actually working 4 security jobs, y'all, out here in LA. Like, I went to school, got the degree, but, you know, if you want any more, like, if your folks is anything like my folks, they say, if you want more money, you'll get another job, right? So I already had 1 job, so I went and got 3 more because I wanted some more money. But what I learned quickly, 4 jobs for 4 people, y'all. I was tired, working 17 hours a day, y'all. But a friend, she invited me to take a look at this business, y'all. And it made sense once I took a look. And then once I jumped in with both feet, I got some mentorship and some guidance. And y'all, in 4 years, I'm now making part-time from home what I was making working 4 security jobs, y'all. So I love everything about it. And now I position myself to empower other people so they can do the same thing as well and change their lives. So yeah, that's a little bit about who I am.
I love that. And you know what? I didn't even say that, you know, because of my best friend, Naima Smith, who's on the line, she told me about this business 4.5 years, almost 5 years ago. Right. So we was already moving and shaking, doing things as best friends anyway. And she was like, yo, I'm gonna let you know about what I'm doing. I'm like, I didn't even see anything. Real talk. I didn't see anything. I trusted her. I knew she knew that I was a mom on a mission, wanted to do some things for my son. Jumped in with both feet. I was her first business partner, and here we are now, helping people
Wow.
help people get free. So I love that. Back to you now.
There it is.
You know what? I love everything you guys are saying, and it ties into some things we're definitely going to get into later. You know, me personally, I actually saw a post on social media, right on a platform that most of you guys are seeing right now. I didn't see a presentation. I trusted the person that I actually saw the information. And to be honest, I was actually in another opportunity before this. And you know what? There was no support. There was nothing. The person, they didn't want my partnership. They wanted the credit card. And that's literally what it was. And I left. I had no clue what I was doing. It was a new industry. Yes. Did I know about travel? Absolutely. But was I on the money making side of it? Was I a professional? No. And I got in and I felt lost. I was left in the dark. I had no clue what was going on. But thankfully, I saw an amazing post on social media from someone I went to college with, someone I was familiar with. I trusted this amazing gentleman. I literally asked him one question, slid in his DM and asked, is there support? And he said, absolutely. And I have been seeing it ever since. So you know what? We're going to get right into it because I know some of y'all are tapping in. I know a lot of y'all are watching, but you know what? You're thinking this must be fake. This is a scam. This is a pyramid scheme. And I'm pausing on purpose because we've all thought it. So I'm going to go tap right into Mr. Simpson. Have you ever heard somebody say, this sounds great, but this sounds like a scam?
Last week. I hear it so often. But but it's the real misconception of like people really misconceive a pyramid scheme with network marketing. And I was the same way too. Like I used to feel the same way, right? You guys just bringing people in, other people make money. I used to say the same exact thing. When I didn't understand like what a pyramid scheme, they don't have a product, right? Here we actually have a product, and our product is travel, right? So we have a legitimate product, and we show we educate people. You do what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. And then we get a 1099. I just did my taxes. What pyramid schemes allow you to do your taxes? Right? So yeah, that's one of the biggest things that they and it's about educating the people though, because a lot of people don't know. And that's it. Because like I said, I didn't know. But now you get a chance to educate yourself. I'm telling you, I learned a lot here in my 4 years than I did getting a business degree.
You know what's funny? One of our business partners literally said, I heard it today. I love that transparency. And you literally said you just heard it the other day. You know what? That is literally the first thing. Guys, I said I was from New York. We've seen some things. A lot of us have done some things. You know, we may have even done network marketing before, and people are scared of network marketing. I just want to say it again, network marketing, MLM. God, right. I love it here because you can't say that you love helping people and you're scared of an industry that helps people. Period. You know, I love my job. Love it. But guess what? When I leave here, my pay stops. I can share my job. Everyone wants to do what I do. We share. And there may be a little bit of money attached to it, maybe. But you know what? We share stuff all the time. We get no money. We get nothing. And it's okay. But the moment we decide to share something, it's a scam. It's a scheme. Now, when we shared it for free, it was okay. I'm quite sure Zaire has shared some things with his boys, and it was all good. The moment he was like, look, I got this amazing opportunity. Look at this. No, you didn't even see nothing yet. What do you mean? No, they saw nothing, zero, nothing. But they heard network marketing and they said, oh, pyramid scheme. What year is this? It is 2026. What do you mean? Pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. So why would Zaire share something that was illegal?
Right.
How? Make it make sense. Sis, tap in.
So here's the thing: people show what they don't understand. I realize that, right? In today's society, people show what they don't understand, and instead of getting educated, getting some information to be informed, they rather stay misinformed because it's just easier for most people. It's just real talk. We're keeping it real, right? So again, people show what they don't understand. At the end of the day, we partner with major brands. Matter of fact, if you're on those that's in the chat, who's your favorite brand? We have Marriott, Disney, Hilton, Virgin, Carnival, Royal Caribbean, you name it, the list goes on. Put it in the chat. Who's your favorite brands? I'm a Hilton Marriott girl myself. I'm a Virgin Voyages specialist because I love them, right? Adults only. So my point is that these are billion-dollar brands. Disney, who he was around before I was even born, baby. I ain't gonna tell my age, but I'm just saying. Right? So my point is, what legit at its best. Like you said, you filed your taxes. For the last 5 years, I've been filing mine, right? So you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
But do you want to know? That's the question. So let's be real here. Let's talk about that. Let's tap into that.
You know what? That just takes me right into the next thing I wanted to talk about. You know what? Gatekeeping. We talked about sharing, an opportunity. And I see, first of all, before I even go into gatekeeping, I want to shout out some of these amazing brands that people are putting in the chat. I see Hilton, I see Rio Resorts, Marriott, Virgin Voyages. And guys, you know what? These are just some of our amazing partners. And I know a lot of you guys book with these people already, and that's wonderful. We are not trying to change your habits. We are not trying to do anything different but help you get educated. Because you know what? Before, when we weren't educated, we were doing the same things you guys are doing. We were doing the research. We were getting all cute, taking the photos, sharing information with other people, looking at reviews, hours. I know I was. And maybe I'm wrong. If this is not true, then my bad. But you know what? I know on my timeline, I'm seeing everybody taking the trips, the cruises, the excursions, going to the concerts, working for free. Now, I'm always looking for my tribe. I don't like to work for free. If you don't like to work for free, throw a $ in the chat. Because I just want to make sure we're talking to the right people before we go in on gatekeeping. Because I know we're not gatekeepers here. For what? You know what? Matter of fact, anytime we share something, do we get paid? No. But you know what's funny? Everybody be tapping into network marketing. Have you ever scrolled down to the end of your email and they're like, refer a friend, you get $25. We'll give them $25 if they use our services. I know I see that on a lot of emails. Guess what that is, guys? Network marketing.
Absolutely.
And because we're not gatekeepers, we like to share because you know what? We want to see our people win. We don't want y'all working for free. Do you understand how an extra $500, an extra $300 could literally help some families? So why would we gatekeep? Nita, please talk about it. How do you feel about gatekeeping?
Listen, that right there just burns my biscuits, okay? It just burns my biscuits because we share, like you said, everything. I remember a couple weeks ago, it was a snowstorm right here in Texas, and everybody, New York, everywhere it was snow and the weather was bad. Everybody's asking, what's a good thing to binge watch? I have all of these things on my timeline. Binge watch this. Oh, watch this show. Is Netflix playing you? No. I got my nails done. Right? I was in line at the grocery store. Someone said, your nails is nice. I said, oh, lady down the street did it. Here's her information. She didn't pay me. She's not going to pay me. Right? Your shape up is dope. Somebody said to you, who you went to? Oh, I went to the brother down the street. Check him out. He's not paying you. We do this all the time anyway. I got one better for y'all. I'm going to check the chat to make sure we're talking to the right people. When you go to the restaurants, the first thing I do is I take a photo of my food. I can touch the food. I'm like, oh, let me get the right angle of the food. Right? I post it. I tag the restaurant. Did the restaurant pay me? Did I get a discount? No. It's the same concept. People do it anyway. They just get weird when it comes down to money. You know what I mean? So that's my spill on that.
Ooh, you are so right. Zaire, thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. So gatekeeping, first of all, I'm so thankful that I'm gonna give her a shout out. Janice, my sponsor, did not gatekeep this. I'm so thankful she shared it with me. You did, because I'll still be a security guard somewhere, right? Working 4 jobs with no vision on the way out, right? But now I get to hang out and see other men become husbands, providers, and I get to model after them. So guess what? My woman gets a husband, a provider, because I get to see it and learn from it, from this business. You do what I'm saying? Like, that's huge right there. And there's 4 levels of value that you can really provide people when you get into this business. And like, the lowest level of value is just implementation, right? You just do the business. Just do it for yourself, get the perks, get all that, right? Just do it. Bring people in, get your $50, right? Do that. That's when people get that nasty feeling, right? That's why it's the lowest level of value. But then the next level of value is unification, bringing people together, right? When you really just bring people together and now you can empower other people, you feel me? But now let's go to the third level, communication. Now we're talking about not gatekeeping. And there's a prerequisite for the third level of value. You gotta have a mouth to communicate so everybody can participate. You dig? So why not tell people? Why not share it with people if it can help somebody else, right? It's not even just say an extra $300, $500 can help a single mother. You do what I'm saying? I got single mothers on my team who are experiencing that. They're getting that right now, right? Because we shared it with somebody. The highest level of value is imagination. Imagine how far you can go with this, right? You get to have vision with this. With your sight, you can only see what's in front of you. With your vision, you can see down the road.
Man.
Hmm.
I gotta tap into that real fast because as a single mother, right? When I got into this business, my son was still in, he was actually in high school, junior high school, going into high school with this business. This business allowed me to do some things for my son as a single mother. I probably could have did them, of course, as I was hustling, working harder, clocking in more as a correctional officer for 10 years that I was doing at the time, right? But I was able to spend more time with my son, not clocking as much. When I said yes to him more than I ever did because of this business. And we talking facts here. Again, as a single mother, right? He got everything because a single mother, right? Compensating for the absentee. However, because of this business, listen, a couple years ago, I took my son to Dubai for his 16th birthday. Now, again, I could have taken him and we was going to go. But that price that I paid because of this business allowed me to have a memory for my son forever. And we took friends and family too because of this business. So it's bigger than just booking a trip for myself. I bought my son so many different things over the years, but he's going to always remember that particular trip. And now it's time to plan the next one. But my point is, as a single mom, the extra is what helped, right? You saying $500, $300, how about an extra $50 for gas? A couple months ago, last year, whenever it was, gas was how much? Gas is how much now? Eggs is how much? Orange juice is how much? What? The price is only going up. My pay didn't change. I work for the federal government. My pay is the same pay. I'm thankful. Thank you, God, for the job. Appreciate it. Weekends and holidays are off. Thank you. However, the extra money. And I can go on with one more thing. While working my good government job, just a few months ago, I have booked a trip for some friends. 6 of them went to Jamaica. I was at home on my couch in my recliner, cozy, fuzzy socks on and everything, sipping right on my glass of wine. This is real talk. Computer on my lap. When they came back from their trip, from the comfort of my home, my check for the trip that I booked, less than 2 hours, was more than my good government job that I worked 40 hours for. Again, we're talking numbers here, right? We're talking time here, right? We're talking extra here. That was extra money from my home. Now, the old me would have to clock in somewhere and then do all of the labor. I was home on my couch. What? Back to you, Naima.
You know what? That's important. And you know what? We may have somebody on here that said they don't care about the gatekeeping. They're good. They make 6 figures. Their job is awesome. They're great. But you know what? I want you guys to start thinking about a few things. Freedom. Personal freedom. Time freedom. Financial freedom. So for the people on here that already maybe make the 6 figures, do you have personal freedom? Do you have time freedom to spend with your family? When you leave here, What do you have to leave the beautiful family that you created, that you worked hard to support? And you know what? Let's be real, because that's what this is. What about the people who have worked their jobs for 20 and 30 years, but they've been getting fired recently? I know some people, and you may know some people as well. And some people, actually, let me be real, most people don't have anything else in place. Job security is not what it was back in the day. It just isn't. And again, this is nothing about knocking anyone's job. We are super thankful that we have amazing jobs that help to take care of some bills. But what we want to get you to see is that sometimes you need more. And it's okay, because tonight we're talking about options.
Yeah.
That's why we don't gatekeep, because we're all about helping people. This business is about helping people. It's definitely about the plan B while that plan A is still in place. Anybody on the line ever heard fix your roof while the sun is still shining? Can you imagine having to fix your roof in a storm? It's raining, the wind is blowing heavy, and you're trying to fix your roof. It's flooding. Pipes may have been bursting. Why make easy hard when you can work smarter? When you know better, you do better. And something they didn't share, the reason I love this business, yes. Did it start taking a few bills off the table? Absolutely. But for 2.5 years, I was not able to work my beautiful job. So I got frustrated. I couldn't fly for personal reasons. I couldn't fly for business, and I couldn't fly for work. Sagittarius is, y'all already know, travel is life. I literally need to do that to stay happy. And my Sagittarius, they get it. They know. And so many other people know how important that is. But this was during COVID. So remember, everything was shut down on top of everything I was going through. I was in and out of hospitals. And look, I was not a happy camper. But this business, let me tell you, the community through this business, the support that I didn't know I need was there for me. So after we got off Zoom, after we got offline, the family I created, we were able to meet up in person. The most travel I ever booked was from my hospital bed, from a supplier that I did not know. So I didn't say, oh my goodness, I don't know, I'm not going to do it. Wrong. When the person came to me, I tapped into my support. I signed up for the vendor. I made a phone call, and they helped me book over $100,000 in suites on a cruise line, where I was able to come home to a commission check of over $6,000 to be able to take some bills off the table. And I'm not sharing that to impress you. What I'm sharing that is because if you stop leading with your limiting beliefs, if you stop leading with fear, you can definitely do some things that are different. Do some things to win for yourself. Do some things to win for your family. And so thankful that Mr. Newman did not gatekeep this amazing business. So I was able to tap in, better myself, better my pockets, and share this awesome opportunity with people that look just like you and me. Back to you, Miss Lynch.
I'm going to drop the mic. A moment of silence. Let me check the chat. Let them resonate on that. Seconds. If you are feeling what we are putting out, give us some hearts, some flames, some fire, something, baby. Let us know you are with us and you are paying attention and you are listening. Okay. Give me some mics in the chat. Matter of fact, let me go to my own chat and drop my own mic. Okay. Let me go right here and drop my own mic in the chat. Let me do that myself just to make sure we're on the same page here. Okay. Because baby.
Miss Lynch, I want to make sure that we're being transparent with the people.
Yeah.
Because that ties into what we're about to talk about. Mr. Simpson, Ms. Lynch, have you ever heard life is lifing? So people don't want to work the business that maybe already are partner with us, or the people that we're sharing this with feel like they don't have the time because life is lifing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me touch on that real quick because I was going back this past week, and I had to actually reframe my mindset of, life is life, and we just talked about we helping people. So if we're helping people, people are going to go through challenges, right? Everything is not gravy all the time. You know what I'm saying? People are going to have finance issues. They're going to have health issues. Family emergencies are going to come up, right? We just don't know. You just don't know. So what you got to do is really got to remove your ego too, right? Because it's not about you. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about, those levels of value. You're just trying to implement it and just trying to do it instead of just really just helping people. You do what I'm saying? So you got to have that vision to even help somebody, right? So yeah, that's the biggest thing right there. And then once you have that vision and you know how to help somebody, then you can take that, life is life, and we can customize it to see how we can actually help. Because you might have 15 minutes in your day. You might have 20 minutes in your day, even though life is life. And those 15, 20-minute pockets could actually really change your life. All right. So it's really about us, again, educating the people, making sure they understand and seeing what's possible.
You know what? I love that. And I'm going to jump in because of the fact that at the end of the day, life is life for every single person who's here on earth, right? Because the moment life stops lifing, baby, you're no longer here. So while you're here, let's get this life together so we can have a great life that we want. Am I making sense? Y'all following me? Because life is on life while we're still here. So that's why we got to be in position now, get the things that we came to get, because life is going to always life until the moment you stop breathing. So what kind of life are you trying to provide for yourself? We can stay struggling, we can stay in a broke mindset, or we can have abundance and get this money and stop playing with our own potential. Which one we doing? Which life we life in? Which one? Right or wrong? Right? We're accountability partners for a reason, because the moment that life is life for me and I'm always me and I'm having that moment, I have my girl I can call on. Miss Naima Smith. Hey bro, listen, it's a rough day. You can count on me too. That's what we're here for. We have a community of people to pick us back up because we have the same vision. We know what we want for the life that's going to life for us the way we want it to life. Follow me. Right?
Absolutely.
Life is life for every single person. Absolutely. But you said you was on your sick bed, not deathbed, but your sick bed. You wasn't well, and you still worked your business. Thankfully, you had this while life was lifing for you. Same with me. Same with everyone who we know in the business. Life is supposed to life. It's not going to be peaches and cream every single day. But what life are we lifing? What life are we lifing? Which one is it? Let's pick one. We're going to stay stuck, stagnant, and struggling, or we're going to be abundant. We're going to live a life of fullness. We have the vehicle. This is our time. We have the vehicle. Let's go get it and stop playing with our own self. Back to you now.
You know what? You're right. I love that. Literally, the last line you said, stop playing. Stop playing with yourself. You know what? People keep wanting to wait for the right time. Who said time was promised? Now, if you know something I don't know, please let me know. Because nobody knows the moment. Nobody knows the hour. We just don't. There was somebody who thought they were going to wake up today. There was somebody who had plans for today that they were not able to get to. It's always, I'm going to, take that dream vacation in 2 years. You know what? This business, it does sound amazing, but I want to wait a couple of months to start. Now, it's a little bit different if you're in between blessings and you need to get up the money, but maybe you don't want to say that. We've all been there. We definitely understand that. But why do we always lead with limiting beliefs? So you ever heard that? Matter of fact, I'm going to give y'all an example. Oh my God, this business sounds amazing. But you know what? I'm a single mother. And you know what? I don't know, because I'm dropping my kid off to volleyball practice. And also, you know what? I have 2 jobs. And you know what? I don't know if my husband, if he will let me do this business. And you know what? I just don't know. Now, all of those things were almost positive until they led with the negative. Being an amazing mother is wonderful. Having a husband that probably would support you is amazing if you would talk to him. You have multiple jobs. Well, multiple jobs are for multiple people. If you have multiple jobs, are you a millionaire yet? Are you still robbing Peter to pay Paul with your multiple jobs? And you know what? How long do you want to have that problem? What are you going to do different to get some different results if these are the things that are holding you back? Being married should not hold you back. Being a mom should not hold you back. These are the things that should propel you to want to do something different, which leads me into why we have our whys become our why not. When you partner with us in business, you get a success coach and we get on the line because we want to see how this business can help you. And we have single moms who make 6 figures a month residually in this awesome opportunity who are millionaires. We have one amazing woman who retired herself in her 30s and retired one of her sons in his 20s. She did not say, I am a single mother, I can't do this. She said, I'm a single mother and I have to do this because I want to win for me and my family. So I'm not continually on the struggle bus. Our coach is amazing. Him and his wife worked this business together. They were able to have their twins' college tuition be paid by this awesome opportunity. They could have led with some limiting beliefs, but absolutely not. Our coaches Mr. Belief. They were turning the negatives into positives. So their why definitely never is their why not. And we see so many people do that. I could have said, you know what? I'm in and out of the hospital every day. I'm in therapy. I'm not working my job. You know what? I'm an introvert. I don't have a big network. I can't do this business. But guess what I did? Absolutely none of those things. I said, you know what? I'm going to step outside of what I'm doing. I'm going to partner with my coach who poured into me, letting me know I can do this. And at any time you don't believe, borrow mine, because I believe that you can win. So I shared it with my best friend that you see on the screen, who is an extrovert. She loves talking to everybody. Because guess what? It's bigger than you. It's not just about you, just like it's bigger than travel. It's bigger than just you. Who can you help? So if you're secure, is everyone that's attached to you, everyone that you love, are they winning too? No. So guess what? I leveled up my mindset. I already told y'all I started leveling up my pockets. I started sharing this opportunity. I worked with my coach, and I'm not who I was when I started. And I continue to grow and will continue to help well over 100 families, 300 families, 500 families. And I'm going to keep on growing and glowing and helping those who are aligned with me. Mr. Simpson, tap in.
Man, I love that so much. It's not even, and real quick, just like not letting your why be your why not. Things don't happen. Like we just talked about it in the last segment. Like things are gonna happen, and just because you started a business, that doesn't make you exempt from things happening to you, right? You just say you're on your sick bed. Bring that back up. Things are gonna happen to you, but because those things happen to you, because you're experiencing those challenges, that doesn't mean you just give up on the people that's coming behind you as well. You got to think about that. Just because you're facing some challenge, that doesn't mean you give up on the people behind you, right? And it could be the slightest thing. Like sometimes just a lot of mindset. This business is really 90% mindset. I promise you that. And it's a lot of you versus you. And the hardest work you'll ever do in this business is the work that you're doing yourself, right? And so once you're able to get over those challenges and overcome those even those small setbacks, those small minor setbacks, right? The mental battles, you can see that the why is much bigger than whatever small challenge you're facing right now. We just talked about having vision. If the vision is attached to other people winning, it can't be equated to like this little small thing that's happening right now, right? Back to you.
You know, I gotta tap in on that because what came to me and just came to me just now was the setback. People say that, oh, you know, we said I'm a mom, I'm this, I'm that. We go to work and work our job when those things are happening, right? So you can't work your business, you can't bet on you. And why I asked that question because is it because you pay a small investment? Is that why? If you pay millions of dollars, will you then see it as a different, you know, opportunity? Because let's be clear. I heard this from Miss J.P. Watkins. She said it the other day. She said, work your business like you paid $2 million for it, not $200 for it. Okay. And that resonated with me because this woman who had lost everything from her corporate America job, she was the boss of all bosses 20 years ago. I mean, for 20 years, working her business. I mean, working her her job, excuse me, and came to work one day and was fired. She said she lost everything. She dedicated over 20 years for a job. She worked, she was walked out of her job. Wait a minute, because they fired her. She lost everything. And she said at that time she was making, I think, 60,000 for the year. Now she makes over 60,000 a month with this business. And let's be real, I'm gonna back it on up. Because again, some people think that, you know what, the jobs is one thing, this business is another. Jobs definitely pay the bills. We're not knocking jobs. Again, we all thankful for our jobs, right? Definitely work your job. But this business is going to fund our empire. So it's a big difference with that, right? You can have all the money in the world, but do you have the time freedom, like you said, the personal freedom? Do you have to ask for permission to be off work? And the list goes on and on. But at the end of the day, because it was a small investment, people don't take the value of it like they should. You know what I mean? Everything is I can't do, but you go to work sick. You go to work on your deathbed, but you at work snotting and sneezing. I'm confused, but you can't even work your business because you got a headache. Make that part make sense. And it's your business. It's for you. You seen a vision at some point for yourself. Now, if you didn't, you wouldn't be in the business. You know what I'm trying to say? And another thing I want to just touch on, people pray all the time, ask God or, you know, whoever they pray to or universe or whatever case is, or just in general, hey, I'm looking for something. They want more. Please, please, please bless me with something. It may not come in the form that you think it may be in. Travel is sexy. I don't got to convince you to travel. I got to beg you to do it. You're doing it probably, or you want to. We sell recess. It's sexy. It's not going nowhere. Recession proof. Can we talk about that for just 2 seconds, if y'all don't mind? Recession proof business. During 2020, Mr. Bradley said, what? It's business as usual. Our business is not going nowhere. From the Flintstone days, Yabba Dabba Doo, was that the Flintstones? All the way to the Jetsons. Think about it. Things has changed. The way we used to do the bus, everything has changed. Why not let our money change? Everything changed with our money?
You're right.
I'm just saying.
You're so right. You know what? No, I love everything that you guys are both sharing. And you know what's funny? We do everything from our phone. I love that you talked about technology. If you have a hotel app on your phone, I want you to put a number 7 in the chat. If you have an airline app on your phone, go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat. Because we want to make sure that we are conversing with the right people. And if you're catching this on the replay, we still want you to drop those numbers in the chat. And I'm seeing them starting to come into the chat. Don't be scared now, y'all. Go ahead and comment. We love engaging. Don't hide from us now. Shout out to everybody. I see Shalise. I see Miss D. I see Miss Mitchell. People chiming in, letting us know that we have some apps. And now if you don't have these apps on the phone, how are you booking your travel? I would love to know. Put that in the chat too. And I want you to put some of your favorite sites on the chat. I know somebody on here books on Expedia because it was me. I know somebody is doing that research like we talked about. Like, no, I'm on here. I'm researching. I got the cheapest price. Great. Some of y'all, not about the cheapest price. You're about the value. So you want to make sure that it's not about the cheapest because you want the luxury. We love all of that too. And the reason why I'm circling back to that is because you might have Ritz-Carlton app on your phone, which goes through Marriott. You may have that Virgin Voyages app on your phone. You're going on there, y'all researching, y'all just know y'all are getting it in. And we love that for you. Remember, we talked about working smarter. What if I shared that we can show you how to earn and or save money on all the stuff you are already doing? That's what this is about. And if you already have the app on your phone, why not let your phone turn into an ATM? Why are you not making money off of the stuff you're already doing? Now, for you, that might not make sense. And that's okay, because it doesn't make sense to everybody. Some people don't want to earn money off of the stuff that they're already doing. And that's okay. That's fine. This isn't for everybody. And we definitely understand that. We love talking to the people that want more. We love talking to the people that their why is everything to them, and they will work by any means necessary to make sure that their whys are secure. And then not just when they're feeling good. Sometimes you have to work through that comfortable. Because comfortable, there's no money there. I wish it was, because there's sometimes I want to be comfortable too and lay around and let the money come to me. But that's why I'm working this business. So instead of when my alarm wakes me up, it's when God wakes me up, if for those who believe. And if you don't, that's okay. It could be when the universe or whatever or whoever you believe in wakes you up. If I want to take a day off, it's okay. One of our millionaire mentors, he didn't know that he was going to go through some serious health challenges, but he had this business. So he doesn't have to work at Papa Do's anymore because now he is a millionaire and this business is taking care of him and his new wife and they are secure. He had the money to pay the hospital bills because let's be real, like we talk about on here, sometimes you need that extra money because the unexpected, like Mr. Simpson and Ms. Lynch talked about, may come up and you thought you were good, but now you need that money because now you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know I was going to be in the hospital. I didn't know my loved one was going to get hurt. Let's be real again. I didn't know that I was going to lose a loved one. They didn't have life insurance. Now what do? Now I have to start this GoFundMe. Now I need to ask people for help because I didn't have anything else in place to help me. This opportunity helps people. This opportunity grants you those options. This opportunity, if you work it as a business, can definitely change your life. It just can. And we know that because we have the evidence. Yes, Mr. Simpson.
Y'all are dropping gems today. Y'all are dropping gems. Like, I hope y'all got your notebooks. Y'all are dropping gems. Lord have mercy.
You know what, sir, though? We felt that this was important, so we want to thank you for coming, on this platform with us because it was more of a conversation that needed to be had. It just was. And I know we have these conversations behind the scenes, but it was time to definitely come forward and have this conversation with our people, with our loved ones, with people who maybe have just seen us for the first time. I know I've been connecting with new people. I know Ms. Lynch is connected with new people. We know you're big on social media and connecting with the people. So I just love that now together. First of all, we're a powerhouse separately, but together,
right.
Man, listen.
I love it.
Miss Lynch, I know she's thinking. I see her mind. I see it working.
Right? I'm like, yes, listen, that's what it's all about, connecting with people. And we're in different states. We're in different parts of the world right now, right? You guys on the West Coast, I'm here in Dallas, Texas. Literally, Cali, Las Vegas, Texas. So, we can definitely collaborate because it's what we do. It's what it's supposed to be like. Is this what it is? Just coming together.
I love that you actually shared where we're all from. And guys, I just want to let you know, we're in actually over 20 countries. 20 countries and growing. This business has been around for 10 years. Our host agency, because we did talk about travel as well, which is our product, has been around for over 30 years. We've been dropping some amazing vendors that we work with, and there's so much more. So please don't think it's just a few that we listed. Absolutely not. We shared some names. We talked about some evidence as well, because we know people need the evidence. And you know what? You may need even more evidence. You can get back with whoever invited you to this live, whether it's one of us, whether it's some people in the chat. We will be happy to go ahead and send you the income disclosure statement because we have to report to the IRS. These are two legitimate businesses. You are independently contracted. So we want you to know that this is real. And we're happy to share any information that you may need so you can further your education on these two awesome opportunities. Yes, Mr. Simpson, I know you got something to share.
I just want to just give it right back to you, both of you amazing ladies, just real champions, just watching you, both of you grow, watching our relationship grow with both of you. It's just been a blessing. And it wasn't we didn't know this was going to happen. Right, this is what we've been talking about, the community and support. This is a clear evidence right here. So, I just want to say thank y'all publicly. I'll tell you all the time privately, but I just want to say publicly, thank y'all so much. I love working with the both of y'all. Y'all are absolutely amazing, and I see nothing but success for the both of y'all in your future.
Oh man, don't make a brown girl blush like Miss Numi says, right? Don't make a brown girl blush. But we absolutely love you, and that's what it's all about. You know, we learn from each other all the time. So shout out to you because we just in sync with each other, and I love that. We have mindsets as far as different ideas, same mindset because you know what the goal is, but our ideas are just crazy, and when we come together, it's explosive. You know what I mean? So I'm here. I'm excited for all of us. Yeah,
You know, it's so funny as you shared that. It made me think of, there's so many acronyms you learn in the industry and outside of the industry, and they always talk about teamwork. I remember growing up, I was like, I don't want to work on no team. I was like, nope, I don't want somebody to bring me down. Here we go with the team again. I got to college. I went to, FIT. It was teamwork. You can't design and put a fashion show and model and do everything yourself. There has to be teamwork. So I had to look at it from a different perspective. I may bring something amazing to the table, but this other person may bring another angle that I didn't think of. Now there's two of us. Now the third person may come in. They may have something even better. Maybe they can sew. I'm not sewing. Maybe this person can design. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'm the face. Ooh, now there's three of us working together, and so on and so on and so on. And you know what? There's always a coach. And people don't think about that. Everyone who wins, they have a mentor, they have a coach. They're not working by themselves. So now you got the team. Now you got the coach. And if everybody is working together, now we can be unstoppable. So I'm so happy. Me and Miss Lynch talked on the side. She was like, what about this? And I was like, at first I was like, Then I had to think, wait, Naima. Remember, when you work as a team, you become unstoppable. I was like, she's right. But that also leads to being open, increasing your mindset, having a good network so you can increase your net worth. And now us three are working together. And we also, you know what, guys, I'm going to share something.
Go ahead.
Because, we're talking about being real. It's not always about who's attached to you financially, because everybody's always talking about getting to the bag, getting the money, securing the bag. That's great. We're going to secure the bag regardless. The product is travel. It's a $10 trillion industry, and it's going to continue to grow. Ms. Lynch talked about COVID. Guys, just because I wasn't working, guess what? My coworkers, we were still essential workers. The airport didn't shut down. All the flights didn't close down. The trains didn't stop running. They pivoted, and they still were going. Travel didn't stop. It grew. And it's going to continue to grow with you or without you. And we're so happy that we got on the money-making side of travel. We're so thankful that we're able to help people win. When you help people win, you win regardless. And guys, before we jump off the line, I want to ask my amazing guests, my amazing co-hosts, one last question. I know we've been having this awesome conversation, but I would be remiss if I did not ask you both this awesome question. What is one thing you see our amazing opportunity doing for you within the next 3 years? And I'm going to actually slide it on to my guest first and ask Mr. Simpson the question. Go ahead, sir.
Absolutely. So in the next 3 years, within the 4 years, I've already matched what I was working for security jobs. In the next 3 years, I can double what I was making. That means I can give my job back to the economy, right? I'll be in my 30s, working a part-time business from home. And I have my full-time freedom back. And then not only will I have my freedom back, but I'll be able to impact other people as well. Because we just said when you help everyone get what it is they want, you'll get everything that you want. And that's what's going to happen on this journey within the next 3 years.
Woo. Man, listen. I love that. I love that. What about you, Miss Lynch?
I'm still stuck on the fact that what he said, I love it. Like, man, y'all heard what he said. Listen, nah, okay? So for me, within the next 3 years, definitely giving my job back to the good old government. Hello, how you doing? Here you go. Thank you, appreciate you, right? I'm definitely going to do that. But I see this business, long-term vision for me, I see this business as an international impact, right? So with that being said, I'm going to touch thousands and thousands of people within the organizations across the world. We're in 22 countries. So that's for me is major, just impacting people's lives, changing their lives by knowing that there's other opportunities that you can get into. You don't have to stop doing what you've been doing. You can just want to increase and add to it. So for me, definitely leaving a legacy for my family, and just building my empire and helping people around me build theirs. So that's what it's all about, helping moms get that legacy for their family. So when they close their eyes at the end of the day, they're gonna know their children are good.
Mm.
What about you, Naima?
I love this. First and foremost, this amazing business has helped me change my mindset. It's helped me grow. And I love that for me. And I can be a better leader if I am better for myself. So that's one thing. But this business is going to help me buy my dream home. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to being debt free. And I know that I can do that with this opportunity. So yes, I've been here for a few years, but I'm going to continue growing and becoming a better me so that I can better serve the planet. And also, look, I don't have any children. And I know we've been talking about moms, but shout out to my people who don't have any children. Maybe y'all are the dope aunties. Maybe y'all are fur moms. Maybe you just want it for yourself. So I'm going to continue taking more vacations around the world, because that's important for me. I shout out again to my Sagittariuses. And you know what? I want to be able to help my mom and my dad. I want them to be debt free. I want them to see more because they've always done for me. And now it's time for me to be able to do for them. And it's going to happen way before those 3 years, especially if I put my mindset to it, especially if I believe, which I do, and especially if I continue to work with my coach and the amazing community that I have, and especially because I'm going to end it with this. I loved when I finally had the courage to meet my founder of this awesome opportunity. I was with some of the people you see on this screen. I work this business also with my significant other. So don't ever think you can't do something with your friends, with your family, with amazing new people that you do continue to meet, and your loved ones, because you can. They make it seem like we can't, but best believe you can if you want to, and I'm thankful that I can. So we approached Mr. Bradley, and he looked at each one of us. He asked us where we were from, and he said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get rich, and then let's go get wealthy. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of y'all that tapped in this evening to Let's Be Real. Shout out to my co-host, Miss Nita Lynch, my amazing sister in success, my amazing sister for life, and our brother in success, Mr. Zaire Simpson. We could not do this without you this evening, so I just want to thank you all. And I want to thank everyone who tapped in on Facebook, our business partners, our Facebook friends, anyone who's tapped into this live. If you have heard anything that resonated with you, please circle back with any one of us. Please circle back with whoever tagged you in the live, because they just want you to get educated. They want you to see that you have options, and we are so excited to continue to share this opportunity with everyone. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night, guys. And thanks for tapping in to Let's Be Real.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you, Zaire.
All right, ladies.